In March of 2021, Marcell Jacobs ran the fastest 60 meters with a time of 6.47. As you might already know, he also won the 100 meters at the Olympics. What you might not know is prior to this, he specialized in a completely different event, the long jump, winning national championships in both 2016 and 2017. He didn't focus on the 100 meters until 2018, where he saw immediate success. He won the national championship in the 100 meters not only in 2018, but in 2019, 2020, and 2021. That's right, from the moment he started to switch from the long jump to the 100 meters, he won the national championships every single year leading up to the Tokyo Olympics. To put that into perspective, Usain Bolt made his first global appearance in 2001, where he actually didn't even make it to the finals. From there, it took him another 7 years to finally get his first Olympic medal. On the other hand, Marcell Jacobs switched from the long jump to sprints and became Olympic champion in just 3 years. However, despite taking gold at the Olympics, he wasn't the fastest man in the 100 meters. The 100-meter Olympic finals took place on August 1, 2021. Let's say the day before, you check the official list of the fastest 100-meter sprinters for 2021. If you had to bet, where would you guess that Marcell Jacobs was on that list? Perhaps second, maybe third, somewhere in the top 5, right? Well, not exactly. If you would have bet that he was ranked somewhere in the top 5, you would have lost all your money. On July 31st, the day before the finals, Marcell Jacobs was ranked number 10 on that list, and the fastest 100-meter sprinter of the year, Trayvon Bromell, wasn't even at the finals. And if we take a closer look at the numbers, things get even more strange. See, in the semifinals, only the first and second place advanced to the next round. During the semifinal that Trayvon was a part of, the guy in first place, Hughes, ran 9.98. Adegok in second place ran 10 flat. Bromell also 10 flat. However, it seems he was eliminated by a devastating single millisecond, or in other words, in a photo finish. If that sounds like really bad luck, well, here's where things get even more weird. Hughes from Great Britain had a false start and was instantly disqualified in the finals. Adegok from Nigeria pulled a hamstring in the middle of the finals and was unable to continue. Both of the semifinalists who advanced in the race that Trayvon was eliminated from did not make it to the finish line at the finals. All of them had bad luck on their own. Trayvon Bromell's elimination in the semis was especially disappointing, but not just because he was the fastest. To understand how upsetting this really was for some of his biggest fans, we have to take a look at his story. In 2016, Bromell arrived in Rio for the Olympics, but things didn't go as planned. In the 100-meter finals, he came in 8th, which isn't too bad for your first Olympics, except what happened next nearly ended his career. Did you catch that? If you were distracted by Usain Bolt's celebration, you probably didn't notice Bromell in the back flying across the track. After this race, he was carried off in a wheelchair, and that was the last time we saw him at the Olympics. Until 2021, where he made a comeback and ran 9.77 a few months before Tokyo. He literally fell down, got back up, and ran even faster than he ever had before. From there, you know the rest. Then this happens. Just weeks after the Olympics, Trayvon Bromell ran even faster than he did earlier in the year, bringing his fastest 100-meter time from 9.77 to 9.76. This means Trayvon ran the fastest 100-meter race not once, but twice in 2021, and still didn't get the Olympic gold medal. No disrespect to him, this just shows us how cutthroat this sport really is. The question is, did the same thing happen in the 200 meters? Heading into the Tokyo Olympics, here's a list of the fastest men look like a week before the Olympic finals. Number 3, Terrence Laird. Number 2, Kenneth Beniernick. Number 1, Noah Lyles. Similar to Bromell, many expected Noah Lyles to become the 200-meter Olympic champion. Instead, it was Andre DeGrasse, Canada's fastest man, who took home the Olympic gold medal. So what happened? Did he run slower? Not at all. The problem is he ran the same exact time of 1974, the same time that put him on the throne as the fastest 200-meter sprinter of 2021. However, this time there was a new king. Andre DeGrasse ran a 19.62 much faster than what Noah Lyles had ran all year, making him both the Olympic 200-meter champion and the fastest 200-meter sprinter of 2021. The crazy part is the story doesn't end there. What happens next is almost identical to what happened to Trayvon Bromell. Just days after the Olympics, at another competition, Noah Lyles ran much faster than what he ran at the Olympics. He actually ran the fastest 200-meter of the entire year, 1952. So far, it seems like the fastest guys are never the ones winning the Olympic medals, but is that always the case? The fastest 400-meter of 2021 belongs to Randolph Ross and Stephen Gardner, who tied with a time of 43.85. Surely one of these guys must have won the Olympic medal as well, right? Well, if you watch the Olympics, then you already know the answer. If you don't, spoiler alert, one of them did. Randolph ran the fastest 400 in June, then Stephen ran the same time later in the Olympics to win gold. Finally, the fastest guy is also the one who took the Olympic gold medal. One of the guys at least. But what about the women? The fastest woman of the year was no question Elaine Thompson. She absolutely crushed it in multiple events. She was the fastest woman in both the 100 meters and 200 meters, running a 10:54 and 21:53 respectively. Not only did she run the fastest times in these events, but she also won the 100-meter Olympic Championship, won the 200-meter Olympic Championship, was part of the 4x100 Olympic Championship team, and set a 100-meter Olympic record in the process. Just like Bromell and just like Noah Lyles, Elaine Thompson ran the fastest time not once but twice in 2021. Fastest women in the 100 meters lined up almost perfectly with the 2021 Olympic medalist, all except for one person.
Sha'Carri
Richardson
failed a drug test.
Suspended from the Olympic team
for weed.
Speaking of impressive female sprinters, in the 400 meters, the fastest female is Shaunae Miller-Uibo with a time of 48:36. She's the same athlete who did this in the 2016 Olympics. Similar to Elaine Thompson, Cheyenne not only ran the fastest 400 of the year, but she also won the 400 Olympic gold medal. What's really impressive is that Cheyenne ran almost a whole second faster than the runner in second place. That being said, out of all the phenomenal athletes we've discussed so far, the next one made one of the biggest impacts in 2021, Erriyon Knighton. He broke not just one, but two of Usain Bolt's records. The first was in Jacksonville, Florida, where he ran the 200-meter dash in just 20.11 seconds, breaking Bolt's under 18 record that had been untouched since 2003. Nearly 20 years. Less than a month later at the Olympic trials, he broke Usain Bolt's under 20 record, which was untouched since 2004. Knighton is the youngest American male to make the US Olympic track team since 1964. But he didn't just make the team, he made it to the 200-meter finals and almost grabbed a medal at only 17 years old, almost 10 years younger than the gold medalist Andre DeGrasse. As impressive as his accomplishments have been, there's one small detail that nobody is talking about, something that he shares in common with Usain Bolt. If we looked at the height of the 10 fastest 200-meter sprinters of all time, we would see Usain Bolt in the lead as usual at a staggering 6'5". But we would also see that Erriyon Knighton is one of the tallest Olympic sprinters we've ever seen, tied with Wallace Spearman and Xavier Carter at 6'3". Whether or not height matters is an ongoing debate. If his height does serve as an advantage, well, then he has quite an advantage over his peers. Now, this video wouldn't be complete without talking about the longer distances. The fastest outdoor mile in 2021 was ran by none other than Jacob with a time of 3 minutes and 47 seconds. But that's not all. Jacob ran the fastest mile, the fastest 5,000 meters, and won a gold medal in the 1,500 meters all in the same year. To put his fastest mile into perspective, let's compare it to a 400-meter sprint. His 3.47 mile averages out to about 56 seconds per 400 meters. If we take the average speed of the women's 400-meter gold, silver, and bronze medalist in Tokyo, his 400-meter time is only a few seconds slower, yet his 1 mile race is 4 times longer. These guys are running machines, and longer distances can be just as cutthroat as the shorter ones. Here's what I mean. Aragawi had the fastest time for an outdoors 5K road race with a time of 12.52. He was the only person to run under 13 minutes for the entire year. What's really mind-blowing is that he was only a second away from the world record held by Joshua Cheptegei of 12.51. which means if he was only 1 second faster, Aragawi would have smashed the world record for the fastest 5K road race. Now let's look at the fastest football player. With a top speed of 22.34 miles per hour, Alphonso Davies has been reportedly clocked as the fastest football player in 2021. According to the New York Times, this was the average speed for each sprinter in the Tokyo 100-meter finals. Based on this, Davies' top speed isn't too far behind the average speed of an Olympic sprinter in the 100-meter finals. All this speed isn't for nothing. Alphonso Davies is reported to be the youngest ever to score a goal at a Gold Cup, something he was able to do twice in his team's first match of that tournament. These are the fastest humans of 2021. If you like this video, then chances are you'll like this one as well, so you can click here right now to watch that one next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you there.